Hey everyone, and welcome to the Class 66 Rocks Christmas special. First off, happy Christmas to you all. I hope you've all had a good time celebrating with your families and have got the presents that you asked for. So in today's review we are going to be taking a look at an aviation model. Now this particular model is also available in 1/200th scale, and I will be purchasing this during 2022. So without further ado, let's have a look at what we have got today then. So today we have got a Gemini Macs model. Now I'm sure these are part of the Gemini Jets range. Now I've had this particular model for a couple of weeks. I've only just got round to reviewing it. So in this review we are going to be looking at the Airbus A330 MRTT. Now it is an RAF aircraft, I think was it a fueling tanker if I remember rightly, and it was converted for use by obviously Boris Johnson, the British Prime Minister. Hence it's in the United Kingdom livery, which is an absolutely stunning livery, I have to say. Now, some people, I think when this jet first launched in real life, they called it the Bojo jet or the Boris jet or something, or Boris Force One or something like that. So I haven't seen it myself in real life yet, but maybe one day I will. So let's take a look at the box first, and then we'll have a look at the model that's inside. Now this obviously is the first Gemini Jets model that I've actually looked at. And as I mentioned, it is in 1/200th scale as well, which I will be getting into during 2022. So on the top of the box we have the Gemini Macs logo. In the centre we have an image of the Airbus A330 itself in the stunning United Kingdom livery. On the top right corner it says "Made for collectors by collectors." On the bottom of the box, this is different to the Sky Marks models because it actually has a flap that opens. It just says "Look inside." We have the Royal Air Force logo just there, along with the Airbus A330 wording. And on the bottom right it says 1/400th scale die-cast model aircraft. So looking at the bottom of the box, again we've just got the logos and the wording just there. In the box round to the side, on this side we have an image of the aircraft itself, and again the logos and the wording. On the back again we just have the logo and it says adult collectible model. So on the back of the box it says "as real as it gets." So again we've got an image of the aircraft as if it was taking flight, and the Gemini Macs logo. Now I don't know whether the camcorder will pick any of this up, so it is Gemini Jets. So I'll just try and read you some of the wording that's on the back by looking over the top of the camcorder screen. So on the back it says "Gemini Jets brings you the highest quality precision die-cast metal airliners in highly collectible limited editions. With officially licensed markings, registration marked packaging is personalised to each aircraft to enhance its collectible value." So these are highly collectible, superior quality, realistic metal landing gear, detailed printed graphics, and as real as it gets features. So new aircraft being added monthly by visiting the website or following the company on social media. So the website is GeminiJets.com. Facebook.com/GeminiJets, Instagram.com/GeminiJets models, and Twitter.com/GeminiJets. So let's open it up and have a look what we've got. So first off, when we open the top flap here, we can see we have some information about the Airbus A330 MRTT. Now I'm not going to obviously read all that, and I don't know whether the camcorder is actually picking all of that up, but if you can read any of it, obviously just pause the video, because obviously I don't want to bore you too much by reading all of it. because obviously we want to have a look at the model itself. So on the bottom we've just got the specifications for the Airbus A330 MRTT. So this includes the livery, the aircraft type, the serial number, the registration, how many engines the aircraft has, the first flight, the delivery date, the maximum takeoff weight, the cruising speed and the range of the aircraft. And as you can see there, we've also got a diagram showing the length and the wingspan and the height. And now obviously the diagram is scaled down as well. So let's just close this flap a minute. So as you can see, we've got the model which we're going to take a look at now. So we'll just undo the packaging and I'll just knock the brightness of the camcorder down a little bit as well. Okay, so here is the model itself. So it comes presented in a plastic tray. Apologies about the brightness, I'll just lower it again a little bit. It's got the plastic lid just over the top. I mean, some people do call it sort of the block of ice or the ice cube packaging. So we'll just get that taken off. So if we just take the model out, we'll just make sure we have nothing else inside the box. So we have nothing else inside that tray there. So first off, it's got a little bit of weight to it, not too much actually. It's fairly lightweight. So like I say, this is the 1/400th scale. The 1/200th scale is just that little bit bigger. So let's take this little bit of plastic wrapping off. So first off, it is absolutely stunning, and like I say, this is the first Gemini Jets model that I've actually purchased, because usually I only ever get like Sky Marks models. So we'll start with the front of the aircraft. So on the front, by the nose cone, we've got the aircraft windows. We've also got the landing gear just under here, and the aircraft wheels towards the back. So on the side, I'll probably just have to zoom the camcorder in now. We've got the RAF logo just there. We have the door on the front. We've also got another door moving along the aircraft just here. We've got the windows printed very neatly. The United Kingdom wording in gold. We have the jet engines just here, if you can see that, so I'm not going to bring it in too close to the camcorder as to blur the focus. Zooming in again, we have the windows running the length of the aircraft, which are printed very neatly. Now we've also got this part on top. Now I'm not entirely sure what that is for, but if you do know, please leave your comments below. Moving along to the back of the aircraft, but before we do that, we've also got the wings here, as you can see. Now I think these under here were for refueling purposes when it was an RAF aircraft, but if you can give me more information on that, again, like I said, please leave your comments below. Moving to the back of the aircraft, we have the Royal Air Force logo and wording. The plane registration, which is ZZ336, and we have the Union Jack tail fin design, and that is absolutely stunning. So we'll just zoom the aircraft, not the aircraft, the camcorder out for a moment. So as you can tell by looking at the back, the wingspan is quite big for such a small model as well. Turning the aircraft round to the other side, again we've got the Union Jack livery printed very neatly on the tail wing. So I'm just going to zoom back in again. So we've got the windows printed very neatly. We've got the cargo hold just under there. Again, the Royal Air Force wording and the plane registration. So I'll just zoom the camcorder out. Moving along the aircraft again, we've got the United Kingdom wording printed very neatly in gold, and the aircraft windows again continuing to be printed very neatly along the length of the aircraft. Moving to the front, again we've got the doors of the aircraft just there, and we've also got another cargo compartment just here. So turning the aircraft to the underside now, on the one wing we have the plane registration and a small RAF logo. Now, like I say, that's only printed on one wing, it's not printed on this wing as well. And on this side also we have the jet engine, and if you can just see the detail inside there. And again on the underside we have what I presume was used as a fuel system for when it was a refuelling aircraft. Now obviously with the wheels you just have to sort of be very careful with these because they are quite small and they may have a tendency to break, so obviously just be careful with those if you do purchase this particular model. But I highly recommend this model to anyone who is interested in aviation and collects these. So that will conclude today's review. So that is the Gemini Jets Airbus A330 MRTT in the United Kingdom livery.